Everyone's first ask is going to be Eldridge. Everybody's second ask is going to be Whisenhunt. And I don't think the Giants, Shasky, are at a point where they feel comfortable saying bye to either of those guys. And as a result, I can't see them getting anybody of significance at the deadline. Buster Posey joined the Sunday Night Baseball broadcast. And in fact, one of the first moments while he was on the air, Matt Chapman hit his first home run of the game to tie the game up. But he had a lot to say, Shasky, including this. Giants fans' expectations. Here's Buster Posey on ESPN.
It is. I mean, it's a great fan base. I know everybody says that, but the fans have been coming out this year and really supporting the team. And I'm sitting up here with you guys right now, looking out into the bay. I mean, beautiful. 65-degree summer day here. It's a great spot, and we, in the front office. Know what the expectations are from our fan base, and we want to put a great product on the field. We want it to be a product that fans are excited to come and watch. They can tune in on TV and know that they're going to get to watch some of their favorite players.
I mean, they have not lived up to their expectations just yet. I will say, just based on who they put out there on the field, they have been able to draw more fans so far this year, but when you have that expectation and you fail to meet it, it becomes 10 times more frustrating.
Yeah, I understand that, and there has been a fervor for Giants baseball.
Way more than the last few years.
I'm going tonight to the game with my uncle and my cousin and my brother. I think the average fan is falling back in love with the team, but that doesn't mean they're a good team just yet. They have a lot of guys we like. They're turning this thing around. I know this is an instant gratification society. Myself is one of the biggest, victims of this. I find myself falling for the banana in the tailpipe, thinking you could change things around in 1 year. But the reality is this was such a big rebuild. We had to go through some lumps again, even though we've been going through them. Like, I know they've had one winning season since 2016. One. I don't think this year is going to be another one. All right? And that's okay. It takes time. But the fans are showing up.
They are. Yeah. Let's see, what else did Buster Posey say? He was asked on, let's see here, balancing prospects versus team needs. This is an interesting
I would
one.
love to hear this.
For me, the focus is most definitely trying to put the best major league team out there on the field. But at the same time, you've got to have an eye on the future and understand that some of these players' names that will come up in trade talks or could potentially help the San Francisco Giants win a lot of baseball games in the future. So, yeah, it's a balancing act for sure.
And he's absolutely right. And I think him saying that, Shasky, is the truth of this whole situation. It's one thing if you have a farm system that is plentiful and that is deep, and you can afford to trade one of your top 5 prospects or maybe one of your most prized guys because you feel great about the 10 that are right behind him. You have one prospect that is in the top 100 across all of baseball. It's Bryce Eldridge, who is a top 20 prospect in all of baseball. Your second best prospect, Carson Whisenhunt, is not in the top 100 across all of baseball. And you don't have anybody else really behind him that is ready to make an impact on the big league squad within the next year. Like your next best prospects, the majority of them are in A ball. Like they're years away from being ready on the big league squad. Does not mean that they will not be good, but in terms of immediate impact, they're really, really far away. And generally, the guys that will get you the most in return on a trade are the guys that are, about to be promoted to AAA or have been in AAA and are one promotion away from being on the big league squad. So if the Giants are set on trying to really help this team and bringing in somebody of any kind of magnitude, everyone's first ask is going to be Eldridge. Everybody's second ask is going to be Whisenhunt. And I don't think the Giants, Shasky, are at a point where they feel comfortable saying bye to either of those guys. And as a result, I can't see them getting anybody of significance at the deadline.
People need to get it through their heads that the draft is extremely important in every sport. It's not just the NFL, and it's certainly not just the NBA.
Cal Raleigh, catcher for the Mariners.
Did you know that the Giants took 3 players before Cal Raleigh was taken off the board?
And one of them was a catcher, Joey Bart.
Yeah. Just so people understand how important the draft is, the number 1 pick of the Joey Bart draft was an all-star this year for the Detroit Tigers. Mize. All right? Then Gilbert, who's another pitcher.
Logan Gilbert.
Was drafted by the Mariners later on in the first round. He's been an all-star. Okay? Seattle is all in for right now. They're going to try to win. Cal Raleigh was taken in the 3rd round. He has 41 home runs this year. Okay? The Giants' top 3 guys have, I believe, 44 or 45 combined home runs.
45 now with Chapman hitting 2 last night. Yeah.
All right? So 2 players on one team that is primed to go to the playoffs out of the same draft. We could talk all we want about trading for a guy for right now. But at some point, if they cannot bear fruit from their farm tree, we are in trouble. Big trouble. I could just go through that one, and it's to 2018. We're going way back, but I think it's an important one. It takes time for these things to develop. McClanahan for the Rays is a compensatory pick in that same draft. The guy that everyone wants right now via a trade, Xavier Edwards, was drafted there. Bubic was drafted in that draft. I just go through it. Josiah Gray. All the teams you're competing with right now have someone from that class, 2018, making huge impact right now. The starting third baseman for the Phillies, boom, was taken 1 pick after Bart. They have to not only be prudent in what they do at this deadline, they need to continue to stay the course. We have to. It sucks.
Well,
I've been waiting forever too.
Drafting is twofold, because the obvious one is draft the guy who turns out to be good and he's a big leaguer for you for a decade and he's good for you.
Yes.
That's an obvious one. The other part of it, and it's what you saying Josiah Gray is what made me think about. Has he been a good pro? No, nothing special. He was drafted by the Dodgers, traded to the Nationals, and I believe the Scherzer and Trey Turner deal at the 2021 deadline. So the other half of this, which is incredibly valuable, especially in today's day and age, Shasky, when free agents will sign 10-year deals that 5 years from now feel like losing contracts. Having a strong farm, it's, again, 1, to help your big league squad when those players get developed and get promoted and become good big leaguers. It is 2, your way to get other star players in here. It's what happened with Devers. It's what happened, again, the Dodgers trading Josiah Gray and a couple of others who were big-time prospects, part of their really strong farm system. They felt comfortable giving up on him and others because they knew they had all these other guys coming up through their system, and it got them Scherzer, and it got them Trey Turner. Did not win a World Series. Those were rentals. They beat the Giants in the 2021 playoffs because of that deal. It was Max Scherzer who got the final out in that 2021 series. So it is, again, drafting well and having a good player on your roster, but it's also drafting well enough to where you feel comfortable saying, all right, I can give up our 3rd prospect and our 5th prospect because I know I can get Trey Turner in here as a result.
Is there a window to win right now? Be realistic, Giants fans. Like, maybe we could talk ourselves into their window to win is right now, or is there a window probably next year and beyond?
It feels likely that it's not going to happen this year. So, yeah, next year and beyond.
Okay, so then I think you need to take the zoomed-out approach. This is year 1. I know we all want to be all in every single year, and this isn't the NFL. Things are it's a slow build. You've got big leaguers all around the diamond. Think about where you were last year at this time. Did you have a shortstop for the next 5 years?
No.
Okay. Did you have a first baseman / DH for the next 5+ years?
No.
All right. Even the guy who you signed, Matt Chapman, was on a 1-year deal at the time.
Yeah, didn't have the extension yet.
Right? Jung-Woo Lee was injured for the entire year. We didn't know what we had with him. You thought Ramos might be here for 5 years. I don't know. Like,
you also didn't have a all-star year for Robbie Ray at that point.
Exactly. He was coming back from Tommy John. Yeah. So in many ways, and I know you don't want to hear this, they're way ahead of schedule because they've now added a bunch of like everyday players and they're now functional. Like, now you're operating like a big league team. But to go from there to the next step of like the playoffs, I got way ahead of myself. I did. I'm not the only one. A lot of Giants fans did. I thought that, the Devers deal meant, all right, we're all in for right now, and now's the window. And nah, we got to pump the brakes on that. It's wrong. We don't have enough pitching, and the rest of the team isn't good enough yet. We need more youngsters to come through and develop, and this is why I would open up opportunities to see these guys thrive or not.
Buster Posey was asked, what is the focus for you and the team at the deadline? Here's Buster.
I think we're keeping our options open. I mean, you always always have an eye on pitching, just because, especially in our ballpark, pitching and defense is going to win you a lot of games. Have an eye on the pitching market. Really just open mindset, but at the same time, I think, Buster, the main thing for us and our group is we like the players that we have right now. We believe that we've got a good team, and there's a lot of baseball left to go. Haven't really had the start that we wanted coming out of the break, but hopefully can get on a roll here and put some wins together.
Focused on pitching, but they also like the group that they have, apparently, according to Buster Posey.
I like their group too.
You like portions of the group.
Yeah.
I don't think they have a full group. I mean, they got 2.5 starting pitchers right now.
No, I thought you meant just like the team as a whole.
In general.
Yeah.
Probably what he meant.
Like, there's a lot of guys I like on this team, but they're still far away. You just saw what a legitimate playoff team. Go around the diamond. Let me ask you this. Go around the diamond right now. Who's having a better year this year, and who would you rather have on your team just in general? How many guys on the Mets are you taking over the Giants right now if you go around the diamond? Clearly you're taking Francisco Lindor over Adames.
Yes, you're taking Soto over whoever is playing right field, obviously. Right now you're taking Pete Alonso over Dom Smith or Wilmer Flores or even Devers, considering how Devers has played of late.
Absolutely.
But you'd have Soto play, or you'd have Alonso play first, and you'd have Devers DH.
Okay. McNeil, who's a very versatile player. You're taking him over Jung-Hoo Lee, are you not?
For this year, I mean, probably, yeah.
McNeil's probably been a better overall player over the last few years. This year isn't as good.
You're taking Brandon Nimmo over Elliot Ramos.
Yeah. Marte?
Yes.
How about Marte?
Marte DHs. I mean, I take Devers over Marte.
I like Marte, though.
He's not bad.
I really like him. No, but I'm with you.
Not by any stretch.
But this is who you're competing with. And this is what I'm talking about. These are the teams you're vying for with these last wild card spots. They're in the, hey, let's add. We're going to win now. I mean, they're looking at guys, potentially they have 3 Hall of Famers. Pete Alonso's coming up on most home runs ever in a Mets uniform, which is crazy. So I don't think it's our time. I wanted to believe it's our time. I wanted to talk myself into it. We're another year away. I think we need another offseason, another trade deadline, and then I think we're talking a little differently. I think another draft, too. So, another year of development.
Okay, you're talking about not going to happen this year. You want to trade some pieces away. Why don't you want to trade Robbie Ray then? Because I feel like he's the one who would fetch you the most, and not necessarily like single-A prospects, but somebody who could also help you as soon as next year, potentially.
I don't want to get rid of a high-end lefty starter. I think not signing Carlos Rodon and not signing Gausman, even though Gausman's a righty, and not signing Blake Snell long-term was a poor decision. Like, this team could use pitching. How many good players have left the building as pitchers? A lot.
Yeah, I mean, even players who didn't perform well for you.
Exactly.
I think of Sean Manaea, who's now a Met, and has been hurt all year this year, but last year was amazing.
He was really good.
Giants didn't even use him as a starter.
No, we had to keep Alex Wood. And so, which is a joke in retrospect.
Funny.
But I know it's going to cost you, but if you ask me today, I'd rather re-sign Robbie Ray and add 2 or 3 years to his deal, knowing it's a little risky for an older player.
It is risky.
Because he's a lefty. And I just, when he's on, he's filthy. And I would want him in my rotation.
You would rather, okay, so if you were asked right now, extend or trade Robbie Ray, you extend him.
I would. Yeah.
You have that much confidence in him going forward,
Excuse me?
You have that much confidence in him going forward.
I know that there's inherent risk with every pitcher that I sign, that one pitch could be their final pitch.
He'll be 34 in October.
I know. He's old.
You're talking
but
about
he's not 42 like Verlander.
Yes. He also doesn't have the track record that Verlander does.
Even if the guy fades a little, I think he can be a serviceable 3rd, 4th, 5th starter as time goes on. Plus, I want him in the dugout working with all my other young players. Yeah, to me, he means more to me than whatever he would fetch me on the open market. Even though that is a very fascinating sentiment, like, hey, what could you get for him? Right now, I think their bigger need is starting pitching as opposed to adding pitching depth in their farm. They just need legitimate Major League Baseball arms.